Man, I tell you something though. It's goddamn hot in here, man. Shit. But it's good to be back. It's good to be back. Alright, we'll just give a couple of minutes and then we get this cracking on there. Right, let's have a look what BTC is saying in the meantime. Oh. Down. Alright then, let's see. So if I use another chart, BTC, USD. I'll use this chart here. What's going on, champs? Hope you guys are doing well. So it's your boy Dainks back. Apologies for yesterday. So I was feeling under the weather yesterday. So some crazy ass kids around here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm in Mexico. Well, I'm feeling too well, and yeah, I mean nothing much has been done in terms of BTC. So let's have a look what we got. I mean, we got 17 people here. Crypto Shadow, shout out to you guys, to you brother. Trader NJ, big love to the guy there. Yuki, Jay, Stano, Full Tanked, Brown Hulk as well, Elizabeth, Ali Wakar, Rafa A, Kukos. It is a bit windy here. I do apologize for that. Walaikum salam, Zahid. Let's go. All right, let's get this cracking on there. So, BTC wise, it's a bit of a funny one to be honest, right? Nothing much can be done about it. I mean, let's just bring out this chart here. We're range bound. It's boring as PA. There's nothing that can be done. There's no swing trades. Okay, because look, swing trades can only happen. I've been saying we're in this range here, right? Let me just highlight this in blue so you know what's going on there. Right. So we're in this range here. We're capped at 32k and 26k. That's all it is. The mid range is at 29.6k right here. Okay, that's all it is. There's nothing else to it. You can see how choppy this bit is here. So if you look at you see how choppy this bit here from this high here to this low here. That's around the mid range. So it's mad choppy. The only thing really, to be honest, is it's scalps and day trades. That's all it is. You can't look for any day swing plays. You can't look for any massive move. You can't say to look. The point is, right, you can't talk to me and tell me we're gonna go to 20k at all right now, and you can't even stand here and tell me right now that we're gonna do 61k. Anyone who says that to me, you're bullshitting. Straight up. You can't. You're trying shit. Why? Because we're range bound environment here for the last what the fuck? How many? For a month. We're clearly range bounding for a month. Which goes back to the point where, do you know, like I was saying to you before, right, is that we are in a range, okay? Let's bring this up here. So we're in this range, okay? Let's go on the daily. We're in this range, okay? Range high, range low. This is not supposed to be here, and that's not supposed to be there. This is so wrong here. 1 second, guys. Don't know what happened here. And my lines are not right. It bugs me so much. That's it. 44,927.40. God damn, it's hot here, man. It's so humid. I've never sweat like this since the last time I was in Dubai. Dude, I remember when I went to Dubai, I met a petabyte. He picked me up in it from the airport. Shout out to Petabyte. Good homie he is as well. And Petabyte goes to me, he's like, bro, why'd you come to Dubai? I go, I don't know, holiday innit? He goes to me, he's like, bro, people leave Dubai around August. I go, why? He goes, it's like Jahannam here. And I swear to God, I go out for a cigarette for 5 minutes and I'm drenched in sweat. I've never experienced humidity like that in my life. And he was right. He was right. So I'm never doing Dubai in August. But Mexico is freaking nuts. It's beautiful, really nice. I love the people here. They've been very kind. They're very like welcoming as well. But my God, it is so bloody hot. Like it's humid. It's really humid. But yeah, like I was saying, right, ignore this crap over here. So we got range low, range high, mid range. Okay, range bound environment. We can agree with this, right? I was saying to you, right, and I even marked this out a year ago, is that we can come down to retest this area and that'll be a spring. But what we got here? Let me delete all this shit here because this is all messy as fuck. Yeah, But you see this little consolidation over here? Let me just highlight this. Take off the magnet and let's get this up there. You see this? This is important to me. This to me is a test. A test of what, right? A test, right? What's going on? Bro, I'll tell you something though, I wouldn't mind going in the water right now. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of people jumping in the water and it's freaking, and I'm here soaking in sweat for you guys, man. And go free like this. Dude, you guys are killing me here, man. Show the chart with 61k. Well, freaking badass. But yeah, so this bit here is freaking windy here. It's pissing me off a little bit. But this bit here is a test phase. This is what I'm looking for, test phase. Now, listen to this. We can only say, let's focus a bit here. Zoom in here. Until we break out of this for the upside, we can't say that we're going up higher until we break out on the upside, okay? And the same thing is downside. Until we break out on the downside, we can't say that. So these are the two options. Which one does it go up, break, and hold above it and go higher, or does it go down, break, and go below it? Which one does it do? That's the question. So while we're waiting for this scenario here to happen right now, right? In the meantime, we've got to play in this range bound. Now, range bound environments, in my opinion, is probably the best way to make the most money, because you're playing up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay? Simple as that. 1 second, guys. There's some water. My throat is still killing me a little bit though. Smash up the likes, man. Alright? Thank you so much for you all being here as well. Nah. Only if you get 200 likes, I'll take my top off, yeah? Only 200 likes, not 20. Don't sound me short, NJ, man. Freaking man-ass motherfucker. But yeah, that's what we're waiting for. Until we get this bit here, in the meantime, we're playing this range, okay? So now let's focus on the range itself, okay? Bring up all this shit, and then we can go from there. So Y, and let me just break this out. Let's go back on the 4 hours, and let's see what's going on. Let's focus on this bit here. So we have two sets of things here, alright? In the meantime, we've got Monday's range. Now Monday's range is respected in its own way, but at the same time, it's not respected in its own way, okay? Let me show you how, right? So if I get Monday's range and extend this out there, Monday's range, we got so many things to worry about right now. We got, 1 second. Yeah, we got, sorry about that. Yeah, we got so many things to worry about right now. We got Monday's range and we got this little range here. So you see this blue box here? This blue box here? That's where price is consolidating in this area. So a lot of consolidation here. So if you're bullish, right? If you're bullish because we're at range, macro range low, you'll be looking to be buying around these areas, right? From those blue boxes here, we're looking to buy around here, 28k to about 31k. These are the areas that people are looking to buy. I heard that someone has actually got like 2k buys. I don't know on which exchange, whether it was on Binance or something, or KuCoin, I don't know. But the story was that someone's got a 2k buyer. They've been buying for the past month or something like that, and they must have got about, was it 10k BTC or something crazy like that? I don't know what it was. I don't know the story about it. I didn't really follow it. Maybe if you do some research, you'll probably look into this as well. But whales are accumulating apparently, right? The off-chain, the on-chain, I don't know which chain, grey chains or red chain analysis. I don't know what they're done about, right? But these chain analysis, right, are talking about like the accumulation of BTC, having more than 10,000 BTC at 20. Bro, I swear that 22 million BTC is actually the amount of BTC they have. Bro, don't fuck me up, man. He's playing with me, isn't he? I hate when he does this, man. And I'm still BTC, Bitcoin. He's fucking me up right now. If he is, I swear to God, I'm gonna get him on his own stream. Where's CoinMarketCap? 20. What's the amount of? The max supply is 21 million. Well, waste, man. Honestly, Angie, I swear to God, I'm gonna get you back in your stream. You're a complete numpty, you know. You're a complete numpty. You're doing this on purpose. Why are you doing this to me? Leave me alone. Get off the stream. Nah, I'm only kidding. I got love for him. He's one of the few guys that I will give him a pass to piss me off like this. Everyone else, I don't know, man. I like, nah. Anyone else, I wouldn't. There's no pass. So, come into BTC anyway. So, but NJ, help me out, man. Like, do you know about this? Do you know about this whole, like, this guy got 2K buys, $2,000 worth of buys on BTC that he's been buying for the last month? I don't know the story about it, but maybe you do. You might know it anyway. But you're the FA guy. You should be doing this anyway. So you should be telling me this shit, not feeding me bullshit. But yeah, so we got two things to worry about. Okay, so we're in this range here, and I was saying that we've got. Let's have a look. Do you know what? I'm gonna delete all this. We've got the monthly open there. We've got this. We don't need that. That's the mid range. Actually, no, we do. And what else do we need? Let me get rid of some of these lines. I want to make this as simple as possible. And we're going to play this level to level, right? So we've got two things here, okay? That's it. I think that's enough. That's enough information that we need for us to actually make trades, that we can make plays on the way up and down, okay? $1 billion. Are you serious? Or are you making this up? I don't trust you nowadays, you know. Sometimes most bits been removed now, though. Okay, yeah. So maybe they know something. I don't know. But in the meantime, we can only, like, the way I do it is I just read what the chart's saying to me. I mean, these analysis have been talking about how we've been bullish for the last, 17 years and whatnot, and how we're still going to go a lot more higher. But I don't see us going any higher just yet. Until, like I said, until we have the plan to break out up or down. So we got Monday's range here, right? Put this in blue. Where is the? Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second, guys. Oh no, we're good. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, so we got this range here. We got Monday's range, right? So you see this bit here. Let me just remove this for one moment. I'm going to focus on this, and I'm going to talk about that in just a moment, okay? You see that we've been capped, right? We had a trade going up, right, which we talked about. Let's go on the 15 minutes. Right? We had a trade that we talked about on Tuesday, and I said this to you guys, right? The moment we step into Mondays, so obviously on the Tuesday morning we dropped down here, and I said to you, let's step into Monday's low. Hold above it. We're going to mid-range. We're going to this area consolidation, potentially to range high. But we hit our targets all the way up there to target 3. We never got to target 4. Never mind. Now, what's happening so far? Okay, what's happened is that we've come back and we're now capped at Monday's low to the mid-range. We've now got another set of plays that we can play up here, right? And if you look here, this itself here, that itself is money to be made. This itself here is money to be made, however you want to look at it now. Now the idea is to always refine it, right, to a way that makes it more plausible for yourself, so you can make money in the most safest way really possible. Okay, now we're capped at Monday's mid-range. Okay, we come back down to Monday's low, This is ideal to have a long from here with stop loss over here, because that's a deviation of the range. You step back into it and carry it on higher. Okay, you could put a hard stop over here. Now the problem is having a hard stop over here is that you probably get a 1R trade going up to mid range. Okay, but anyway, you play it how you want to play it. End of the day, it's the way you want to play it. It's the way I do. I'm a little bit aggressive. I'm a little bit aggressive. I go to like a hard. I put a stop loss over there. Anyway, now we know that Monday's low is pretty much respected. If you want to get into a more refined area, let's take out Monday's range and let's use another range for ourselves and see where is the trade that's happening. It's here. It's here. That's where we're looking at. Okay. Look at the 5 minutes. Right. I mean, you can actually put another trend line over here. Yeah. I mean, you could say that's a breakout the trend line, but then end of the day, it's this. This is what you want to be looking for. Let's go on the 5 minutes and let's see what's up. Two sets of play we can play, right? Up or down. Which one comes up to play? Which one? We're just gonna work out whatever comes into play. Let's have a look there. Now we've got a range high at 30.652 and 29.843k. Okay, that's where we are. Mid range is 30.2k. We're at the mid range, and I always say you want to play low to mid, mid to high. If you were to go from there and break down lower, then you play back to low, right? So that's the way you want to play it. Now we're at a tricky range over here, so let it do its thing. If it reclaims and to the mid range, that should trigger. Start playing target 1, back to target 2. That's it. Simple as that. That's one set of trade. The other set of trade is this. If it decides to break down and hold below it, that should trigger because it's breaking market structure. Play back to target 1 and then target, play back to target 1 and then let you do is target 2. That's another set of trade. Pretty simple there. Keep an eye on it. You're looking for breaking market structure. Now if you want to see, if you want to move a zoom refined area, you'll be looking for something like this. So you got lower, you got lows, you got lower, higher. You got this. Let's have a look on the 1 minute. Probably makes it a bit more cleaner. Yeah, here you go. Here you go. If you want to be more secure, you can do something like this. The 1 minute probably makes it a lot more easier. If it were to break down below and reject off it, breaking market structure, target 1, target 2. That's where your trend line can come into play, right? But the fact that we're going on the 1 minute and we're going to hold above it, you want to see this bit here. Let me show you. Let me zoom in here. I want to see price break above this high here. I want to see price break above this high. If it breaks above this high, that shows me that we're going to go higher. Why? Because that was the last 1 minute high up candle that sent the market back down. Okay, it's an area for a scalping opportunity. This is a scalp play. Be very, very careful now, right? Because at any moment you're gonna cut the trade here. Because if I let's say if I draw a rectangle box here, there we go. This is an opportunity to short with a stop loss over here. Essentially, I can short this here right now with a stop loss over here, with this high over here. That's what I could do right now, right? And this is a very valid trade right now to say that it's a short. Let's have a look. Get my brush. Yeah, it's a very valid trade. The moment we break below this, oops. The moment we break below it, breaking market structure down, and then we can play this back down to lower prices, right? That's one trade there. Okay, that's the refined area on the 1 minute. Okay, I think tomorrow, because it's going to be a bit of a boring market, right? Because there's not much expansive move, there's not much big moves to actually play around. I think tomorrow I might talk about scalping plays, but try and follow it. Remember one thing I always say to you, that scalps, right, is they're like fucking hell, fucking wasp over here and shit. Yeah. Scalps, right? It's when you're scalping, it's the same thing as a day trade. It's the same thing as a swing trade. It's the same PA. It's always exactly the same PA. That's my opinion. That's my belief, and that's the way I play it as well. And those who knows me on Twitter, right, who have seen me on Twitter and play the game as well on scalping, I've been killing it on scalps because the reason why I treat it the same as if it was a day trade or swing trade. Once you master the idea of ranges and you know that price is always in a range, right, and you let it do its thing, trust me, there's nothing that's going to stop you. Nothing's going to stop you, because it's the same thing. Because you play a range the same way you play a range on an hourly, a 4 hour, a daily, whatever you want to do. Clearly, if you're playing it on a 4 hour range, right, or a daily range, right, it's going to take a longer time for us to go from low to mid to high. But if I was to play on a 1 minute range right here, there's money to be made here. Obviously, this is all choppy and whatnot, but I've been looking for a short scenario here. Okay. Now, if I were looking for more of a a breakout event, and I'm like, okay, you know what? You're saying, like I'm saying to you guys, right? We're looking for this range here, and if price breaks above it, right? Price were to break above it and hold it and bounce off that, finds its position off there, off this high, then I can say, yeah, price is going to go there, target 1, and target 2. That's it. That's literally what you're doing. Study this. We'll talk about it tomorrow. We'll actually talk about this one tomorrow. Okay? It's the same thing. You see how price is getting absorbed here once, twice, 2, 3 times, and it's getting rejected. This 1 hour, this 1 minute candle is not there for a reason, right? Rapid deviation. I know you often say break or market structure. What do you mean? A break in market structure, right? So this is a market structure. Lower lows, lower highs, sorry. This is a market structure. So you got a high, you got a lower high, you got a higher high, lower high, and that's a market structure. But a break in market structure is literally what it is that I'm breaking this market structure. See, that's a break in market structure. Because now, if I'm looking for shorts, right, it's that this low here was taken out. Found rejection, that's a break in market structure. Go around for it. We'll talk about this more in depth in the coming time. Preferably not when I'm on holiday, when there's noise around me and a lot of it's difficult. I'd rather be in my office where I've got 2 screens, and that way I can actually focus, and I can focus very, very easily. I was BTC on the 1 minute chart. I'll tell you something though, Jay. Like, I love trading on the 1 minute. You can see right now it's respecting it right now. That trend line is actually getting respected right now. So there's nothing that can be done about it. Yeah. So we just gotta wait. Oops, Z. So it's holding this trend line. Once the moment it breaks it, confirmation is a break above it, break below it, and then we can go from there. So that's BTC really, okay? That's the 1 minute chart. We got a plan there. If you want to play another trade, let's have a look. We've got another trade. All right, we're gonna find a few more trades, and then we're gonna talk about. Then we're gonna leave from there. Let's go on to this chart here. All right. Now this chart here, if you want, you can see this is messy. There's a lot of bullshit here. What's going on here on a daily? Daily, on the hourly. See these consolidations over here? Price is getting up, rejecting off it, up again, reject off it. Consolidation over here, price has been choppy, rejecting off it as well. So then essentially we've got another range for click and play on. Breaking down, let's have a look. Let's go 1 minute. I mean, right now, I'll be honest with you, I'm happy to take the The thing is, right, I know Jay's saying JMO app is saying it's breaking below it, right? Wait for the candle to close and below it, then you'd be like, all right, cool, maybe we have something. Because to remember, it could be like this, it could be this, it could be a range of things in it. So like the way one draws like a trend line might not be sufficient, right? Because you could climb back up and hold above it. I mean, even like I said to you, it was a valid trade the moment I marked it. So even if I would take the trade right now, sure. Let's say stop loss above here, targeting there. It's a 3.6R trade. Even on the 1 minute, we can still make 3.6R trade. I mean, I'll take target 1 here, target 2 here, target 3 here. That's the trade there. I mean, look, target 1. No. Yeah. 1, 2. No, that's not right. So. You see what I mean? 1 minute. So it can be a bit messy. Climb back up. So target 1, target 2, and target 3. But always remember, the moment you hit target 1, you bring your stops to break even. Because at any moment, right, price can come down and wick your ass off, and that's it. Liquidate. It can actually like stop you out really quickly. On the scalping, is it can be extremely messy and dangerous as well. But let's just say we get to target 1 and then we come back down, we get to target 2, and price, instead of actually going down to target 3 over here, which we were expecting, it does this, holds above it, breaking market structure, and it starts climbing up like this. I cut the trade. Why would I want to hold it and then wait for me to stop me out? I already hit 2 targets, I'm happy with it, right? Because essentially this is another range here, this bit here is another range on the 1 minute. Or you can say this is another range here on the 1 minute. It's a bit of, you know what I'm saying? Like, scalping takes a lot of time, a lot of precision as well. So don't try to be a bit careful on scalps. You know, like scalping. I'd say if you're gonna scalp, this is not financial advice. We're gonna send it down anyway. Yeah, 3.6R trade coming up. If you're gonna scalp, I'd say practice a lot. Backtest a lot of your information. I've given you alpha, such as like price is always in a range. Try and learn what a range is. Try and understand why I pick certain lows and highs, and try to understand the mid range. What's the importance of it? Let's go in. Yeah, the trade was right. And practice as many times as you want. Right, as much time as you can. And the moment you can actually practice this, trust me, it's for your own benefit. And when you get 20 trades in a row correctly, I remember I'll tell you something, right? There was a conversation between me and Trader SC. One of the first things I learned, right, to actually trade, right, wasn't day trades or scalp or swing trades or whatever. Was actually properly I learned how to master scalping, right? And I go to SC, I go, yo bro, listen, I think I'm really good at scalping, blah blah. And he's like, really? You're good at scalping? You think you're sick? I go, I think so. He goes to me, this is what he said to me. He goes to me, get 20 trades correctly in a row, then we'll talk. And he gave me that fuel to fire to come back and just push myself and keep going. And here I am, you know. So I can talk about scalping. Look, I'll be honest with you. On CT, on YouTube, on Twitter, whatever you want to call it, your Twitch, stuff like that, I can count the number of people who can scalp with my fingers. I can literally count them, because it's a hard art to master. But when you master scalping, you can master everything else. It's if you want to become the best, in my opinion, if you want to be the best of traders, learn how to scalp. It's not financial advice, right? But learn how to scalp, right? Shadow, it's not financial advice, but I'm telling you, I'm like literally, it's an easy game to play. You just gotta. It takes a lot of practice. I mean, some people can take about months, maybe years, to actually learn how to scalp as well. But it's the range play. I found the range plays has been the easiest one to play, right? But you have to remember, at any moment you have to cut the trade. Because let's just say that I took the trade right here, and price got up here and started to climb into here. I'm gonna have to be able to cut the trade quickly without thinking at any moment. I know, yeah. You're a sick guy, bro. I got love for you, man. But you have to be able to cut the trade, because I'll tell you something, right? It's happened to me plenty of times where prices come down here. I've got a stop loss. I've got a take profit over here, for example, right? Prices come down here, doesn't come down to my take profit, and they start making a bullish market structure, right? A breaking market structure, and I'm like, shit, this is really gonna take me out. You know it. On the 1 minute, it's gonna take me out, and literally on the minute, right? On the 1 minute chart, you've got seconds to think. Either you cut the trade now and take this profit here that you've got here. It might be, I don't know, 0.2 R, or you get stop out for 1 R. Is it really worth getting stopped out 1 R? And the more I think about it, and I know that I should cut the trade, I say, you know what? It should go to target 1. But in actual fact, you see this here, this block over here, it's a consolidation over here. Look, this bit here is a consolidation. Price literally wicked off this area, found support and carried on, and didn't take the time to think it. And all it's done is I've lost money and stopped me out all the way out, and then carried on paying higher. It's plenty of times done that to me as well. So at any given moment when you feel like this is not good, or I don't like this, it's most likely it's not good. Cut the trade, take your profit, walk away, or just practice more. If you're not comfortable, practice a lot more. Look at, like I said to you, right here, you can see literally yo, Shadow, you're not coming to Mexico with me? I thought you said you're gonna come, fam. Yeah, see this high over here? You see how the price is bouncing off it? It's literally doing that. So bullish market structure's not coming up there, so it's all good. We're just gonna wait for it there. But that's it for BTC. And I was talking about another trade here. Yeah. So we've got this. It's true as well. Brano, you don't need an invite. You know you're more than welcome to come. The only one who needs an invite is NJ, the bastard. So yeah. So look, price, right? We've got this other play here. It's literally range high, range low, supply and demand area. We're bouncing up here. If you want to play more of a safer option, you see this area here. Of a safer bet to play. Let's have a look. I said to you, price is really choppy, so there's not much of a. The only day trade can come is if you bounce off this. Right, so take out this low here, come there. There's my trigger. Play this down to this area consolidation, and then break it back down to there. Right, so this area here, it's an area consolidation. Target 1, target 2, these lows over here, target 3, target 4, Bob's your uncle, trades done. This and your stop loss will be above the blue box here. Or if you want to be more aggressive, it can be into this area here. That's really it, because you know what it is? It doesn't look good. It's literally, it's choppy in this area here. We're playing in a small, very, very small tight bound angle there until we make a breakout on the upside clearly above this area here, which I was discussing on the 4 hours. Let's have a look. You know, break above the monthly open, really. Hold above it. Can't talk anything much higher until we break this here. We can't talk about any expansion on 20k, 9k, whatever numbers you want to make. Ethereum wise, it's a scalp play. It's a scalp play. We've got, let's have a look. Oh, god damn it. Bro, I'm in Cancun, man. Cancun is live, fam. It's a beautiful place, you know. Really, really nice. Yeah, it's true though. Jay's right. You know, you like once the trailer stops all the way down until you get stopped out. That's one way to play it. I mean, there's several plays. You gotta find your own style of playing, and then whatever suits your style. That's it. For me, I'm more like I look forward to cutting the trade early. Sometimes I cut the trade a bit too early. Sometimes it works out fine. It's exactly how you want to play it as well. But again, Ethereum wise, doesn't look much. I mean, it's very, very choppy. We've got a range bound play here, deviation. There's a lot of deviations here. I don't like this anyway. But if you look, Monday's range it's below Monday's range. Doesn't look too good. It's messy. It's a very messy play. I mean, if you want to wait for a breakout and hold above it, and then get above the monthly open, that's one play. To go up higher, but mid range, it's a safer play to go up higher. To be honest, making low, that's a low, lower high, a lower low, lower high. The question is, does this make another lower low? Right? Because it's clamping down. It's clamping down, but again, until we break this 1700k and find resistance, we can't. This can happen. Just give me 1 second. 1 second. In terms of like Ethereum wise, same thing, man. It literally is a scalping trade. The 5 minutes, it does. I think, like I said to you, I don't like Ethereum to play. I've mentioned this a few times on the stream since last week. It's one of the most messiest play. I don't like Ethereum. I prefer BTC. BTC has been the most clearest one to actually give me more trades. Ethereum hasn't given me much to play with, because look, even if you were to do this, for example, right, you see how nonsense this is. Monday's low, right, it's just choppy around Monday. This is Monday's low right here, and you see how it's been messy around there. So honestly, Ethereum is not one to play with. It's not one to play with. I think it's been the most ugliest one to play. It may work for some of you, for some, but to me, I can't get a clearer direction. I can't get one at all. I mean, like even on the, let's have a look. If I were to have a look for a trade, to force a trade out actually. Let's see what we've got here. We've got 5 minutes here, so we've got a range bound. Let's just clear this out. Let me clear this out as well. So we've got this. Right, so what do we have here? So this low to this high. Respected. Yeah, that's respected. Yep. So that's respected. That's a range bound play there on the 5 minutes. Reason why, so that's that low and that high there. Mid range is going to be choppy. Resistance, a deviation. Resistance, shoot back up. And I'm guessing this is the last high. This is the last high that's in the market back down. It's rejected off it as well. Found resistance. And if I were to play a trade off this as well, on the shorting scenario, it would be any retest. Yeah, so we missed the trade, to be honest, because this a couple of minutes ago would have been an alright play to play from around here. Because I'll be looking at, let's have a look 1 minute. Okay, on the 1 minute chart, we've got another range bound environment around here. From this low to this high over there. I'll show you. This low to this high. Make that as black. Mid range. So yeah. Again, you see how messy that is. See this deviation and that deviation and then another deviation. I don't like it. I really don't like it. So I'm going to be honest with you guys, right? I won't discuss Ethereum. I won't look for a trade on Ethereum. I did think I was going to be able to. I don't like it. I really don't like it. I'm going to stick with BTC. Stick with BTC. It's the clearest one. Because if you look at Ethereum BTC, it's a bag of shit, really. So it really is a bag of shit. It hasn't been very. I mean, I think we're going to go a lot more low. I think we could come around this area, 55. But it hasn't been good. I mean, until we reclaim this area here, this blue block, here, there's nothing to it. Till we do reclaim this, it's going to be choppy. This area here is going to be really choppy, and it's really messy to play with. So don't touch Ethereum unless you're very experienced on it. Someone like Brown Hole or Crypto Shadow, these guys will be a lot more experienced to play. I'm not gonna chart Ethereum right now. Reason being is because I don't want people to start looking for trades in Ethereum and then get chopped out of it. It's the most choppiest one, my opinion is. So Bitcoin is probably the best play. It's very clear, very easy to read as well. Because we're in a bearish market. In the bearish market itself, Bitcoin is the dominant one, right? Because the Bitcoin dominance is going up, so it gives more of an easier play to read because it's the king, right? You can talk about like Ethereum is the king, this and that, or Ethereum can take over, and there's more like opportunities in Ethereum, like dApps and X, Y, and Z. I don't give a shit. End of the day, Bitcoin's king, right? If Bitcoin goes down, everything's going down. So stick with that, right? Tips to help us assist cutting trades earlier. So you know what? Tips how to cut trades. So how to cut trades is literally simple as this. Let's have a look. Let's go on the BTC chart. Let's go on the 1 minute. This one. Yeah. Here we go. So we talked about this, right? About a short here, and it's an area consolidation. Okay, now if I were to cut the trade, right, for example, so this area is a consolidation where prices now got back in, find resistance. See that I've highlighted the block. This 1 minute candle here has caused is an area consolidation. Because if I were to look on the, let's have a look on the 10 seconds, right, you can see how price has consolidated in this area. If it got above, retested it, shot up. Okay, so this is on a scalping ball, to me, it's perfect. Give me 1 second, lads. 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Sorry about this. It's just been a bit of a tough one lately. Sorry about that. So, like I said, it's an area consolidation. Now, if I want to cut it, right, it's like this. On the 1 minute, right? So, we're showing market structure is going down, right? Target 1's going to get hit. Now, if I were to cut it early, if once we go back up and retest this and hold it, that to me, it's especially here. We break this high over here. That's for me to cut the trade early. Why? Because we're looking to go back into here. I can cut the trade, and if it goes back in and retest it and then it breaks down, I can enter the trade again. And all I've done is I've backed profits over here without risking my 1 hour stop loss. Right? That's one way of looking at it. Right? And another way of saying of how to cut the trade early is, for example, is that if price were to actually consolidate in this area here, and it doesn't do anything, right? Doesn't do anything. Wait for the price. Yeah, to be honest, it literally is this. If you find it to hold above it, that's when I'll be looking to cut the trade. I think that's the only way. So, mark your market structures. So if you look here, I mean, I'm doing this on the TradingView Pro, innit? So you don't need TradingView Pro to do this anyway. But look here, that's a high, that's a high, that's a lower low. We can say that's a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower low. We can get this one. If we get up and take out this high over here, it's a break in market structure. If we get back below it and find a resistance and break down, but if we get back up and find support, cut the trade. That's it. Cut the trade. Take your profits and walk away. But that's it for me, guys, man. I really appreciate the turnout. You know, thank you so much for showing all your love. Hit the like, hit subscribes, leave a comment below. If you got any questions, leave a comment below, and hopefully I can answer them back to you as soon as possible. I'm back now, guys. I'm not ill no more. But yeah, we're gonna kill the trade. We're gonna kill it, and I think tomorrow I might do a scalping, a bit more into scalps. I'll think about it. I need to prepare for this one as well. Because how I'm gonna talk to you guys is gonna be quite important. So hopefully I can actually, smash this one out for you really soon, and we can go from there. So that's it for me, guys, man. And big love. Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for that.